Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you how to do it now. You're gonna need two tools. So these are the tools that I'm using. As you can see, this is a nail file, by the way. It's very thin. So that's how thin you want, to go under your laptop. Anything thicker than that, it's just not gonna be able to fit in between the keycap. And then I have a spudger. Now ideally, if you have one of these plastic spudgers at home, if you have two of them, you'll be able to do this. But if you don't have two spudgers, then you can just use anything that's thin around you at home. You're gonna need like two really thin, long, flexible objects. Ideally use plastic. If you have anything thin, this thin, that's plastic at home, do go for that. I don't have anything that's this thin, so I had to use a nail file. I'm gonna be replacing the E key today, so I'm actually gonna turn off the brightness so then you guys can better see this. This right here is a 16-inch MacBook Pro, so you can use this on your 2020 MacBook Pros. Okay guys, so I just put the flash on so that you guys can better see what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna be replacing the E key. Hopefully you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. So you're gonna get a plastic spudger. First you go into the side like this and just push it up at an angle. Do this very gently. I'm using barely any force here. I'm gonna get the second one and just kind of replace that leverage with this file that I'm using here. So as you see, there's like a little bit shooting out like that. So then you just go in and you lightly just twist from an angle. So you hear that snap there? So basically that means that one clip has been taken out. So I'm gonna pull out this side to pull out the second clip. As you can see, it is open now. It is, guys. So as you can see, the top part is open. It's at an angle. So then you're just gonna get your finger and then just gently slide it out. Don't pull it upright, just slide it out. So I'm gonna do that now. So be careful. After removing, you do want to see these two bits still intact onto this bracket here. If it's not intact, if you don't see these two pegs, that means you've broken the bracket. So just be careful. There's also, I don't know if it's focusing there, but there are also sliders. These top parts here, they're different from these little two hooks that you see right here. These little top parts here actually have little gaps inside of them. I'm just gonna show you guys using this spudger here. So basically the pegs clip in like that, and then there's a slider, so it doesn't kind of go in the same way as these two go in. They basically slide in. They slide in like that, and the little bit just slides inside the pocket right there. And it's the same for this as well. I'm gonna use a microfiber cloth for this and just basically clean it out. You should probably turn your computer off to avoid getting electrocuted. Get rid of some hair. As you can see here, sorry it's not focusing. Right, I'm gonna get rid of some hair. Try to be careful not to damage anything here. Alright. It looks somewhat clean now. Obviously there's a little bit of dust, but it's good enough. So I have here these extra replacement clips. I bought these from AliExpress. They were about like $10, and it also comes with the spudger used to take out the keys and replace the keys as well. So I'll put a link in the description where I got these. These are really good. Some of these keycaps you're seeing here are actually used with these replacement keys I have right here. I think they're one-to-one. Like all these keys here, like this key, all these keys here, and all these keys here, these are all replacement keys. You can't even tell the difference. Like they look exactly identical to the original keys. So I'm just gonna quickly tell you how to replace the keys now. So you're just gonna open your little replacement key pocket and look for your particular key you want to replace. So the letter here is E, so I'm gonna look for the E one here. Okay guys, so I just found the E key right here, so I'm gonna replace it now. To replace it, it's quite easy. All you need to do is just put it in, as you can see here. Make sure that it's very well leveled in. As you can see here, it's kind of lopsided. You want to kind of do it so that when you push it in, like the way you see here, it kind of sticks out at an angle. When it does that, then you know you've had it in right and it's slided in. The hooks inside are in the right place, and then you just push down and snap. You want to do it so that it's level. That way when you press with your spudger there, you can see it's just kind of almost bouncing back. Make sure it's exactly like that before you push the two hooks in. If it's kind of like this where it's like one-sided, or it's not, like both of them aren't connected, like if it's like lopsided, then it's not in right, so you have to do it again. See right now it's in properly. It's an angle, it's kind of bouncing, it's not moving. Now I'd use 2 fingers, one for each side of the hook, and then I just gently just push down, and you should hear a double snap. That means they're both snapped in place. If you only hear one snap, then make sure you press again so that you hear a second snap, and then yeah, that's basically it. Right, so that was a double snap there. As you can see, the key works.